Welcome all my dear students to Sudharma's Physics Classroom. Today we are going to learn new Cartesian sign conventions and lens formula from the chapter Refraction of Light from class 10 Physics. In the previous class, we have already discussed how to draw the ray diagrams and how to identify the formation of images by concave and convex lenses. Hope all of you have practiced it very well and hope all of you are very clear about the image characteristics. So now let's move on to the new Cartesian sign conventions. During the discussion of the ray diagrams, we have seen the image formed either it is real, virtual, magnified or diminished, right? So how much magnified or how can we say that it is a real image, right? So when we apply that, when we use lens formula to find out the focal length, object distance, image distance, all those parameters, we are expected to apply the sign conventions. So all of you are very clear about the sign conventions of mirrors, right? We have learned that in reflection. So it's almost very similar to that. The rules are very similar to that, but here the phenomenon is refraction of light. So we will have to modify the sign for object distance and image distance accordingly. Okay, so the Cartesian sign convention, why we are saying that is Cartesian sign conventions? Because it's very much related with the Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, it's very much similar to the Cartesian coordinate system. How it is similar to that? There are certain rules for that. Okay, so now let's see what are the rules for that. So, for convex and concave lenses, the rules are the same, but we have to see what type of image is formed there, right? So, first of all, we have to consider that the lens is kept at the origin of the Cartesian coordinate system. So, in a Cartesian coordinate system, we know that there are x and y axis, right? So this is positive x axis, this is negative x axis, this is positive y axis, and this is negative y axis, right? This is very familiar for us. And here is the origin of our Cartesian coordinate system. So the optical center of the lens is going to be at the center of the Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, the origin of the Cartesian coordinate system. And the object should be on the left side. That is, see, based on that, we are going to formulate all the rules. The object should be kept on the left side of the lens. And all the measurements taken in the direction of incident light has to be taken as positive. All the measurements taken in the direction of incident light. That means when we are taking the measurements, we have to start from the optical center of the lens. Okay, measurements has to be started from the optical center. So if I have to measure the object distance, zero of my scale should be at the optical center. Then I will be measuring towards left side. If I'm measuring the distance towards the right side, the center at the zero of my scale should be at the optical center. Then I will be measuring towards the positive side or towards the right side. So here when the object is on the left side, the incident light which is going to be hitting on the lens, it is towards right. So all the measurements taken towards the right side is positive. All the measurements taken towards the left side is negative. So how do we understand that? There is no confusion in that. We know that from the origin of the Cartesian coordinate system, towards right is positive, towards left is negative. Similarly, when we keep an object above the principal axis, we have to measure the distance from the principal axis towards, it's towards the positive y direction, right? So object distance, if you measure it from the principal axis, above the principal axis, the distance has to be taken as positive. If the measurement is taken below the principal axis, then that distance has to be taken as negative. Okay. So once again, all the distance measured towards right side from the optical center has to be given positive sign. All the measurements done towards the left side of the lens has to be taken as negative. Then the measurements above the principal axis positive, measurements below the principal axis negative. Negative. Above the principal axis positive, below the principal axis negative. So now you will be memorizing what we learned in mirrors, right? It is very, it's everything is same. But the difference is here it is refraction. Real image is formed on the right side of the lens. In the case of mirror, it was on the left side. So slight differences will be there in the measurement of image distance sign when we apply the signs for real and virtual images. So that you need to be very, very careful. So now for the concave lens. So the rules are the same. So we know that for a concave lens, it only forms a virtual image. So we don't have to measure anything towards the right side of the lens. Object should be on the left side. That is mandatory. Okay. So all the measurements should be taken from the optical center of the lens. So other rules, everything is same for concave lens also. So now let's go through this. All distances are to be measured from the optic center. Light rays assumed to travel from left to right. So all distances measured along the direction of incident light is positive and that in opposite direction is negative. Distances measured upwards from the x-axis are positive and those measured downwards are negative. And focal length, this is important. Focal length of a convex lens is positive and focal length of a concave lens is negative. Why we have to specify that here? Because a lens has two foci, right? It has two foci. So there will be confusion. Which one we have to consider, right? So by the new Cartesian sign conventions, the focal length of a convex lens is positive and the focal length of a concave lens is negative. So hope all of you have understood about this. Now let's apply this. So there is a diagram given here. So we have to write the values according to the sign convention. Okay, we are going to apply it. All the measurements are given here. Now, the distance of the object from the lens, OB is the object, IM is the image, right? So, distance of the object from the lens. So, we have to measure from the optical center, right? So, we have to measure from the optical center towards left and that distance is given as 25 centimeter and object distance is minus 25 centimeter because it is on the left side. We are measuring it towards the left side. Now we can see a real image form there, right? See, this position is between f and 2f, image is beyond 2f and a magnified real image is seen there. So distance of the image from the lens. This is a real image on the right side of the lens. We have to measure from the optic center to the right side. So the distance, image distance is positive for a real image of a lens. Okay, never get confused with a mirror and a lens. So I have to apply a positive sign. 100 centimeter plus 100 centimeter. Now height of the object OB is given as 1 centimeter. It is above the principal axis, so it is plus 1 centimeter. Now image distance IM, image height IM, that is below the principal axis, so it is going to be minus 4 centimeter, right? So hope it is clear for you. Once again, since the object distance is taken towards the left side, I have given minus 25 and here there need not be any confusion. All object distances in according to the Cartesian sign convention, no matter it is a mirror or lens, object distance confidently you can write a negative sign. Okay, so object distance is negative, always negative for concave mirror, concave lens and convex lens. Distance of the image from the lens. It is towards right side as shown in the figure. So I have given plus. Height of the object is measured above the principal axis. So it is positive. Height of the image is below the principal axis. So it is negative. So now we are going to learn the lens formula. So lens formula is very simple. 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. This is our lens formula. So when we apply the lens formula, where V is the image distance, U is the object distance, and F is the focal length. This terms and notations, you are very familiar with that already, right? Because we have already learned about mirrors. So the difference, right? Here it is 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Okay. So when we apply the sign convention in lens formula, we have to make sure we are going to write the sign for only the values given in the question. Even though we know what kind of image will be formed because we already know the characteristics, right? But don't write the formula for the thing which is to be calculated. For example, suppose I want to calculate object distance in a particular question. But I know object distance will be negative, but don't put object distance negative in the initial stage. This is a very simple trick to solve lens formula numerical. Because lens formula numerical, it is a very important part of any question paper. Okay, so any distance which is to be calculated, we are not going to put the sign. But what we will do, whatever is given, we will apply the sign, then calculate, then the quantity which is to be calculated, we will be getting with a proper sign. Okay, so now you will be wondering how is that possible. So let's try that with an example. When an object is placed at a distance of 15 centimeter from a convex lens. So when you read the question, understand what it is, okay? When an object is placed at a distance of 15 centimeter from a convex lens, a real image is formed at a distance of 30 centimeter. What is the focal length of the lens? So what are the quantities given here? Now let's try to apply it with proper sign. When an object is placed at a distance of 15 centimeter, object distance is U, that is equal to 15 centimeter. Now comes the sign. It is object distance. Object has to be kept on the left side. So object distance is always negative. Okay. So U is equal to minus 15 centimeter, and it is a convex lens. A real image is formed at a distance of 30 centimeter. If it is a real image for a convex lens, we know that it will be formed on the right side of the lens. So it is plus 30 centimeters. So what is the focal length? We have the lens formula. 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. So that is equal to 1 by 30 minus 1 by minus 15. So 1 by F is equal to 1 by 30. This minus and minus becomes plus, right? So 1 by 30 plus 1 by 15. So 30 will be the LCM. So 1 plus 2. So this is going to be 3 by 30 or 1 by 10. 1 by F is equal to 1 by 10. F is equal to 10 centimeter. So I am getting the answer with a positive sign. And we know that the focal length of a convex lens is positive. So this is plus 10. Now let's cross verify our answer. So this is a trick in exam. So if focal length is F, object distance is 15, right? So 2F will be 20 centimeters. Object is between F and 2F. Image should be beyond 2F, right? Beyond 2F means here as per the question beyond 20 centimeter. V is 30 centimeter, that is greater than 20. So answer is correct. This is how we can cross verify our answer. Let's try one more question. The focal length of a concave lens is 20 centimeter. If an object is kept at a distance of 30 centimeter from the lens, find out the distance to the image formed. So here we have to find out the image distance. So it is a concave lens. So you have to read the question very carefully. Okay. So focal length of a concave lens as per the new Cartesian sign convention, focal length of a concave lens is negative. So minus 20 centimeters. If an object is kept at a distance of 30 centimeter, object distance for anything, right, mirror or lens, object distance is negative. So it is minus 30 centimeter. Now find out the distance of the image formed. Now let's write the lens formula. 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. So what is to be calculated? Distance of the image formed. That means image distance has to be found out. So I'm going to take 1 by v to one side. So that's going to be 1 by f plus 1 by u. So substituting the values with proper sign, 1 by v is equal to 1 by f, 1 by minus 20 plus 1 by minus 30. So each and every step is important. This is going to be minus 1 by 20 plus minus 1 by 30. So here the LCM is going to be 60 minus 3 plus minus 2. So this is going to be minus 5 by 60. It's going to be minus 1 by 12. 1 by v is equal to minus 1 by 12 or v is equal to minus 12 centimeters. We are getting the image distance as negative. So what does it mean? Image distance is negative in the case of a lens. That means the image is on the left side of the lens, right? So it is going to be a virtual image. Additional question we can expect from this is what kind of image is formed? It is a virtual image. Okay, it's a virtual image because we are getting minus, right? Image distance is minus. Minus for a lens, image distance negative for a lens. That means it is a virtual image. So now we have understood how to calculate the object distance or image distance or focal length if the other two quantities are given. And hope you remember we were talking about the magnification, right? Magnification, the image is magnified, it is diminished, it is same size, right? We were talking about that. How do we understand what is the size of the image? For that, we have another term, that is magnification. Magnification means it is a ratio of height of the image to the height of the object. So we're going to compare, okay, with respect to the object, how much size the image has, whether it is a bigger image or a smaller image, right? So when we simply say, we can say it's a small image or a big image, but we need to be very clear, we need to be very specific about the value. So we express that in terms of magnification. So magnification also we need to put the sign accordingly, okay? So magnification is height of the image divided by height of the object. Another formula for magnification is V divided by U. If you have only image distance and object distance given, then you can calculate it using V divided by U. Okay, and magnification doesn't have any unit because it's a ratio of two similar quantities. Okay, now if you have a positive magnification, okay, for example, I'm giving plus 3. Okay, they ask what kind of a lens it is. Okay, sometimes they can ask what kind of a mirror it is. So plus magnification, positive magnification shows that it is a virtual image. If I say minus 3, this is virtual magnified. Minus 3 means real magnified. If I say plus zero point 0.5 and minus zero point 0.5, plus zero point 0.5 is a virtual diminished image, minus zero point 0.5 is a real diminished image. Okay, so when we are given the magnification, how do you say it is a real or virtual? If you are seeing a positive sign, that is a virtual image. If you are seeing a negative sign, that is a real image. Okay, so that is the basic thing we need to know about magnification and the sign related to that. The number you see here, 3, or if the number is greater than 1, I mean the number, I mean it without sign. Okay, the sign represents it is a real or virtual image. If the sign is positive, it is a virtual image. If the sign is negative, it is a real image. Because see, height of the image by height of the object. If the image is real, then one of the things will be below the principal axis, right? Inverted image. So one quantity will be negative. When you take the ratio, the complete thing will become negative. So that is the real image. Virtual image, both image and object will be above the principal axis. You try to recall the ray diagrams. So both will be above the principal axis, means two positive quantities taken the ratio, then we will get a positive value. Okay. So now let's try some questions by applying the sign convention. When an object of height 3 centimeter is placed at a distance of 30 centimeter from a lens, a real image is formed at a distance of 60 centimeter. Find out the height of the image. Okay, we have to find out the height of the image. Now let's try to figure out what all quantities are given here. When an object of height of the object is given as 3 centimeter. Height of the object, we normally take it above the principal axis. So plus 3 centimeters. At a distance of 30 centimeter from the lens. So object distance is minus 30 because we already know object distance is negative. A real image is formed at a distance of 60 centimeter. Image distance is given as 60 centimeter. So they didn't mention any what kind of lens it is. And we know that only a convex lens forms a real image, right? Concave lens always forms a virtual image. Okay, so V is equal to plus 60. Once again, how do we identify it as plus 60? It is a real image. A real image is formed. So only a convex lens forms the real image. So real image will be on the right side of the lens. So V is positive. Find out the height of the image. So we know a formula, magnification M is equal to HI divided by HO. But we don't know what is magnification, right? If we know magnification, definitely we have the height of the object. We can find out height of the image. But we have another formula, M is equal to V divided by U. We can find out from that V is equal to plus 60, U is equal to minus 30, right? Minus 30. So it's going to be a negative value. It's minus 2. Now let me see, they didn't ask anything here, but still. Here we have a magnification of minus 2. Minus 2 means it is a real. See, the sign, negative sign indicates the real image. And this number 2 is greater than 1. So that is a magnified image. It's a real magnified image. And we know that real images will be inverted. So definitely our height of the image should be negative. Okay. We should get the value with a negative sign. So now I can apply this minus 2 in this formula. So M is equal to HI by HO. We need height of the image, that is equal to magnification into height of the object. So magnification is minus 2 and height of the image is plus 3, right? 2 into plus 3, that is going to be minus 6 centimeter. So here again, the negative sign indicates it is below the principal axis. So this is our object. Here is our convex lens. We have the height of the object below the principal axis. 6 centimeter is the height. So this is how we apply the formula for magnification. So let's try one more question. An image is formed 15 centimeter away from a convex lens of focal length 10 centimeter. What is the distance of the object from the convex lens? If the object is 3 centimeter high, what is the height of the image? And what are the other characteristics of the image? Now let's try to figure it out. So it is a convex lens. Convex lens focal length is positive. So focal length is plus 10 centimeter. What else is given? Image is formed 15 centimeter. So image is formed. Okay, if it is formed, it is a real image. So V is equal to plus 15 centimeter. So what is the distance of the object from the lens? So we need to calculate the object distance, right? So we have lens formula 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. So object distance, I'm taking that U to the left side. So 1 by U is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by F. So 1 by V, 1 by 15 minus 1 by 10. So we can take 30 as the LCM. 2 minus 3. So this is going to be minus 1 by 30. 1 by u is minus 1 by 30, or u is equal to minus 30 centimeter. As I said, we will be getting the value with proper sign. Okay. Now let's move on to question B. If the object is 3 centimeter high, it means height of the object is plus 3. What is the height of the image? So we have already done a similar question, right? So we can calculate the magnification. M is equal to V divided by U. V is plus 15. U is minus 30. So we are going to get minus 1 by 2. So height of the image is equal to magnification into height of the object. Magnification is minus 1 by 2. Height of the object is 3 centimeter. So we are going to get minus 1.5 centimeter. Now, what are the other characteristics? We have magnification is equal to minus 1 by 2, right? So, this negative sign indicates that it is a real image. And the number, right? Number is 1 by 2 or minus 0.5. So, this 0.5, what does it mean? What is the significance of this minus 0.5? We have height of the object is plus 3, right? Height of the image is 1.5. That means this is becoming, height of the image is becoming half the size of the object. So this is going to be real and diminished image. Real and diminished, because the size of the image was size of the object was 3 centimeter. Image size is 1.5. It is small size. Real, diminished, all the real images will be inverted in nature. Okay. So these are the other characteristics of the image. Okay. So we have the, so I'll explain how we have assumed that it is a real diminished image, because the magnification is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 means that minus means it is real, and 1 by 2 is less than 1. So it is a diminished image. Okay. Now we're going to wind up this lens portion by learning one more concept, that is power of the lens. Power of a lens. So definition for power of a lens is very simple. It is reciprocal of the focal length expressed in meters. So power P is equal to 1 by F. And the most important thing is it has to be, the focal length has to be expressed in meters. Throughout the questions we were discussing, we were calculating the power, we were mentioning the focal length in centimeters. But when we calculate power, we have to take the focal length in we have to convert it from centimeter to meter. And the unit, SI unit of power is diopter. Very repeated question. Okay. And it is represented by capital letter D. If F is equal to 1 meter, then power is going to be 1 diopter. Okay. So how do you define SI unit of power? It is a power of a lens whose focal length is 1 meter. So here also we have to we get some questions like identify the type of lens if the power is this much. Suppose I say power P is equal to plus 0.5 diopter. So here plus shows that convex lens. Okay. If P is minus 0.5 diopter, negative, we have to see the sign. Okay. Focal length of a convex lens is positive. Focal length of a concave lens is negative. So this is going to be a concave lens. Suppose I am saying the focal length is 50 centimeter. Okay. 50 centimeter, calculate the power. So we have to express the focal length in meters. How do you express it in meters? 50 centimeter is 50 divided by 100 meters. Now I have to calculate the power. P is equal to 1 by F. So 1 by 50 by 100, right? So if this 100 goes to the numerator, so this will become 100 divided by 50. So this is going to be 2 diopters. You can get a reverse question also. They give the power, calculate the focal length. That kind of question also comes. So first of all, you will be checking what is the sign, then convert, make sure your focal length is in meters, then do the calculation. Okay. So we are almost done with the concept of lens. Okay. So hope all of you have understood the sign convention. It's really, really important. And those who goes for higher studies science, this is especially very, very important topic because a continuation is coming in higher classes. Okay. So if you have any doubts, please put it in the comment box. I can clarify it. And we will be practicing more questions. I'll be giving another lesson only for the numericals of this lens formula, because today we have solved only 2 or 3 questions, right? We will have to solve more and more questions. So I'll keep a separate video for that. Okay. So read the textbook, practice the numericals discussed, and in the next class we are going to learn something very, very interesting. It's refraction in nature, the natural phenomena, right? Some natural phenomena, and not normally what we see on the sky, and something new is also coming in the next class. So please, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon for more updates on the classes. And I'll see you soon with the natural consequence of refraction of light. Thank you for watching. Bye.